How Surf with Dan. Well, a lot to talk about today. Yesterday didn't even do a podcast because I don't know how many different ways you can say that the surf was average. But today was something to talk about for sure. We have just two very contrasting situations, but let's back up just a tad. And started off all week, they've been saying it's going to rain tomorrow. And that was Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And there was no rain. So we weren't sure, if we were going or not each day. I would check the surf report, check the cameras, and then we'd look good. So we'd go and it would blow out quickly. And today was no exception. They said for sure it was going to rain today. And I got up, looked at the cameras. It was perfectly glassy waves. So we decided to go to the pier, and I didn't know if we were going to go on the south side or the north side, but we decided to go on the north side. And we got there, it was just perfect. I mean, just clean, smooth waves. I mean, just perfectly flat, no ripples, no storm type, no other waves, just rolling in perfectly. So we got out there as quick as we could. The shore break at the pier is not as bad as it is down a little bit north and sometimes south, but it was a little bit. You had to time it just right to get out. Shore break, otherwise you get kind of pushed down to the sand, so you don't want that. So made it out past the shore break, headed out, and sure enough, first wave came, and just a beautiful right bottom turn, smooth as glass, arching off the top, just a big spray, just like water skiing on flat, smooth water, and then came off that backside and went straight down the face, and then kind of fizzled out into the Huntington Beach dead zone. I did the Huntington Beach hop, try to get to the inside, but it didn't work. The Huntington Beach hop is kind of what they call when you start trying to push your nose down into the wave and try to get it to connect to the inside wave. But there wasn't enough on it to do that, so we just fizzled out, turned around and paddled back out, and one after the other, mostly rights for me, and my partners were getting lefts. So and then I said, I need a left. So I moved over and towards the pier a little bit, and sure enough, a left came right to me, took off and did a beautiful bottom turn, smooth as glass, just no chatter in the front, just one great big sweeping turn, then another big sweeping turn off the top, and again, just so smooth and glassy, just perfect. And we had just three of us today. One, the guy that comes with us occasionally, he's a pilot for JetBlue, so he called this morning, actually texted me and said, are we going? And so, yeah, we picked him up and we headed out. So had three of us, and he's was catching a lot of good waves. He's got a longboard. He's more of a newer surfer, younger, but doing really well. So that went well. He got a lot of good waves. The two of us, the regulars, both getting lefts and rights now and just really going smooth. And then about, I guess an hour and a half, around 8:30, started to feel a breeze coming in. And we looked north, and we could see rain clouds coming in, going onshore, but further north, not affecting us. So we kept surfing, and then we kept watching these storm clouds come closer and closer, and we're thinking, maybe it might be time to leave. Didn't see any lightning. Lightning would be an immediate leave, but it was just stormy clouds, dark, black clouds rolling towards us. And I thought, well, maybe the rain is actually going to get here now. And just then, it started to get a little windier, and I says, we probably need to get out of here. So we all started to paddle in, tried to find a wave to get us in, but the wind had just come up out of nowhere and just started blowing really hard. The chop was coming in fast. The wind was blowing hard. It was cold. And I think we can't wait for a wave. We got to get in. So we started paddling in, which we call the paddle of shame when you can't find a wave to carry you in. So we're paddling in, and as we're paddling in, the rain is starting. The wind is coming up. The waves are getting choppy and angry. And we're coming up to the shore break, so we got to time that right. So I'm waiting for a wave to get in, and a couple of big ones came. I didn't want to take those because I'm sure that wouldn't have worked out well. But finally, I was looking out, and I saw a swell coming, and I can see it had a pretty good shoulder on the left side, which when you're looking out towards the ocean, it's on the right side. But when you turn around and start paddling, it's on the left side. So I saw the shoulder, so I started paddling for it, and sure enough, I caught it. Did a bottom turn and caught up with the shoulder, but then I quickly pulled off straight because the whole thing and the shore break just came charging down. So I was fast enough to get in front of the wave and let the wave break behind me and kind of settle down for a second. And then I started to go left again a little bit, and the sand's coming up really fast, and I thought, we have got to jump off here real soon. So I saw it come up right underneath me, so I turned hard to the left, as hard as I could, and kind of jumped over the back of the wave, and just in time as the wave slammed up against the sand and laid out. So just missed that, and then grabbed my board and walked to the dry sand and waited for the others who were coming in. And I can see that they were trying to time their exit as well, but the shore break was building up. The wind is blowing, the rain is pouring. And then over to the south of us, the volleyball professionals were getting ready to play volleyball. I think, well, that's going to be interesting, watching them play volleyball in the rain. Again, no lightning. Lightning would end that, but the rain won't stop them, I don't think, as long as it's not too heavy. So volleyball, the big professional volleyball setup, and that's another advantage to living here in Huntington Beach, Surf City, is that events come to you. Volleyball comes to us. Surfing contests come to us. Just last weekend, the Factory 5 car show came to Main Street, and they have almost 200 Shelby Cobras, and that's not the Ford, but the original Shelby Cobra. And that's one of my favorite car shows. We get about 10, 15 car shows a year here, so you're always seeing classics and really cool cars come down to Main Street, and try to catch as many as I can. It's a block over for me. So it's pretty exciting. And then the volleyball is here now, and then sometimes we have the paintball come to town, and that's quite an interesting event. But as we were walking up, they had the area fenced off around the volleyball area north of the pier, so we had to go a little bit further north to get around the chain link fence. But as we did that, the rain just started to pour, just coming down like sheets of water. And we kind of hustled up to the car, and the rain just pouring down. And we jumped in the car. We're all just wet from the ocean and wet from the surf. And opening the doors made the rain come inside the truck. So we quickly got ourselves out of there and headed home. So it was pretty eventful over a short period of time. And as we're driving home, it's just pouring rain. So rain finally got here, which is good because they need the water like everybody. And bad that we had to get out a little bit earlier, but it was worth. The first half to 45 minutes was just perfect surf, glassy, beautiful head-high waves, just wonderful turns, and so that was awesome. So there you have it, just way fun, right up to the part where it started pouring rain, and that's fun too if you can get out without getting lightning or hit. So that was pretty good. Good day. Tomorrow is a Surf Saturday where we have free surfing lessons down at 17th Street. I don't know if it's going to happen. If the rain continues, then it's not going to happen. So it may be pushed to next week, but we do it every Saturday, so in the summer. So as summer approaches, it'll become more consistent. Right now it's hit and miss depending on weather. So we're going to head down there tomorrow, and if it's not raining, and hang out with some people and kids and push some people in the waves, have some fun. Should be good. So maybe we'll see you there. So that's all for today. Surfing was awesome. Rain was awesome. Volleyball starting up today. Hopefully they'll get to play some games. But the real championships start on Saturday night, Sunday. That's when it starts to get down to the finals. Those are a lot of fun to watch. Okay, thanks for listening, and we'll see you soon out in the waves. Check out our sponsors, Merch Hero, Task Bullet, and nappyclothing.com. All internet sites you can go to pretty easy. So thanks for listening. See you soon. Bye.